But the same thing, you just get those images of where we're going, what are the things, because if you can't see it, it's not going to happen.
So you've just spoken about language and visualization. It was so interesting, and I hope when you're watching this, the reason I'm doing this summit is because I'm obviously speaking to people who done and very successful, and as our good friend who Tony Robbins says, success leaves clues. So you've spoken about the language you use in your practice, and you spoke about visualization. So maybe just quickly touch on that for me. You spoke about visualization you didn't know you were doing it, but to get that house, that dream house you wanted. So is there anything when I say visualization for your practice, does anything come up for you when I say that? Like I was taught that you should fantasize about your dream practice. You think about it. You should visualize it. You should know what it looks like. So anything to add to that?
Oh yeah, 1,000%. Okay. Yeah. The times where we've had stellar growth is when I've been on the ball with that. And there are times when I'm not, right? Mm-hmm. We all have slipping and checking in every area of our life. However, the biggest growth times in my practice, one of the exercises that I did was I found the house I wanted, the vacations I wanted, the car I wanted. And what I did at this time, this is before cell phones, you could do it differently, okay, was that I took them out of magazines and I put them in a binder. And before I went to sleep, I'd flip through it every night. I had a list of the goals of practice, numbers of patients, numbers of visits and all of that, and the numbers of money and so on. And I had pictures of this car, we're going to travel to this place, and I would just flip through it. It would take me less than 5 minutes, right? And I would just flip through the images, because your mind, is fertile ground, and it works while you're sleeping. So I want those to be the last thing I see before I go to sleep. And then in the morning, I have a morning ritual. Later on, what I did was I took those pictures and those numbers and I put them on my phone. So I put them as like a slideshow. So I could just flip through them like this, and it'd be the first thing when I woke up. I'd brush my teeth, I'd sit down before I do my little meditation, and I'd flip through the images on my phone, because the world changed. But the same thing, you just get those images of where we're going, what are the things, because if you can't see it, it's not going to happen. Or like your car, right? Like if you have a dream car, did you go test drive it? Like you can test drive any car, right? But if you say you want to have, a Ferrari, did you ever test drive one? Like go to the dealership, put dress nice and go test drive one, otherwise it's not, a real goal, it's a dream.
Wonderful. So I just wrote a couple of things down there, which is so nice. And you said every night, and the word that comes up for me is discipline. Okay. Yeah. So it sounds woo-woo, like, if you're watching this right now and you don't, so I've got vision boards and I've got the same thing, and, I wake up every morning and I've got rituals and routines, but, I've been quite recently, when I look at I've been quite recently introduced this concept that success is boring. And what I mean by that is like, there's nothing sexy about flipping through the same pages every single night of your goals, right? But like, success is boring sometimes. It's getting through those disciplines. So first of all, I hope you're taking notes if you're listening to this right now, because Dr. Dan's dropping some incredible stuff, which is really cool.